online class. This lesson is for grade 5, yellow and red, and the topic is mixed number and improper fractions. First of all, I will tell to you guys about the type of the fractions. First type is proper fraction, and the second is mixed numbers, and third is improper fraction. In the proper fraction, we have numerator is smaller than the denominator. But here is the question, what is the numerator and denominator? Numerator, the upper part of the fraction is called the numerator, while the bottom part of the fraction is denominator. The numerator represents how many parts of that whole are being considered, while the denominator represents the total number of parts created from the whole. Here are some more examples of proper fraction. 3 by 4, you guys can see 3 means the numerator is smaller than 4 means then denominator. Another example we can see 8, like this is a numerator, and 9, this is a denominator, and we can clearly see the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Similarly, another example we can take 10 by 20 means 10 is a numerator and 20 is a denominator. Similarly, we can see 5 by 8 means numerator is 5, that is smaller than 8 in denominator. 3 by 9, numerator 3 and denominator is 9, and numerator is smaller than the denominator. Another example we can see 90 divided by 99 means 90 is numerator and 99 is a denominator. So I hope you guys are clear about the proper fraction. What is a proper fraction? I will repeat again. In the proper fraction, we have the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Now moving towards the next type, that is mixed numbers. In a mixed number, we consider a whole number and the proper fraction combined. Here you guys can see 1 as a whole and 3 by 4, it's a proper fraction, as we learned just 2 seconds before, like proper fraction in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator. We can take more examples related to the mixed number. The first example is 2 1 by 2. 2 as a whole number, 1 by 2. In 1 by 2, you guys can see numerator is smaller than the denominator. In the second example, you can see the 3 as a whole number. 3 numerator is smaller than the denominator. It's a proper fraction. In the third one example, you can see the 5 as a whole, 2 by 3, 2 numerator and 3 is a denominator. In the fourth example, 1 as a whole, 1 by 2, it's a proper fraction again. In the last one example, we can see 5 as a whole number, 3 by 4, 3 is a numerator and 4 is a denominator. Let me repeat again the two types which we learned 2 seconds before, like first is a proper fraction and second is a mixed number. In a proper fraction, we have numerator smaller than the denominator, while in a mixed number we have whole number and the proper fraction combined. Now we are having the third type. This is improper fraction, a fraction where the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. As in the written example, you guys can see 5 by 3, 5 as a numerator, it is greater, and 3 is a denominator, it is smaller. In the second example, 3 as a numerator and 3 as a denominator, 3 numerator and denominator, both are the same. So where you will see same numbers at the denominator and the numerator, so you can easily distinguish, or you can easily see that this fraction is improper fraction. Next we will move towards more examples of the improper fractions. 9 by 8. So we know what is the numerator and what is the denominator. Numerator is 9, which is greater than 8, and 8 is a denominator. Next we are having 34 by 12 is a fraction, but numerator 34 and the denominator is 12, and 34 is clearly greater than 12. Next example is 90 by 45. So you can see 90 is greater, which is as a numerator, and 45 as a smaller than the 90, which is denominator. Next we are having 23 and 23. It's clear it is both are the same or equal to 23 is the numerator and 23 is a denominator, so we can say this is an improper fraction. 2 by 1, this is again the improper fraction. 90 by 34, again you can see 90 is greater than the 34. 90 which I have written as a numerator, and 34 which I have written as a denominator. The next example is 5 by 5, and both are the same. Numerator is the same 5 and the denominator is the 5. And the last example is 6 by 6, means numerator is the 6 and denominator is the 6. Let me repeat again all three examples which we learned. First is a proper fraction, second is the mixed number, and third is the improper fraction. In the proper fraction we have numerator smaller than the denominator. In the mixed number we have a whole number which is combined with the proper fraction. And the last one is improper fraction, in which we have numerator is greater than the denominator, or numerator is equal to the denominator. Let's move towards your book work, that is question number 1, page number 98 of Learner book. They asked from us and they said, what value do these diagrams show us? They has given us some diagrams. I'll show to you guys in the next slide what are these diagrams and how we can do this. The question is, you have to write your answer as an improper fraction and the mixed number. As we know, the improper fraction in which we have numerator is greater than the denominator, or maybe these are the equal. And in the mixed number, we have a whole number combined with the proper fraction. See, here is the picture of your Learner book, page number 98, in which they has given us some diagrams to us, and they are the two parts of the question number 1, A and B. For example, any fraction is given to you guys, you have to write the answer as a mixed number, and maybe the fraction is 3 by 2, and when I will divide the 3 by 2 with the 3, I will get the answer this. Remainder will be the 1, quotient will be the 1, and divisor will be the 2. But now here is the question, what are these terms? Remainder, quotient, divisor. So for these we have to learn about these terms, what are the dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder, because these are the requirement of our question. So here was a fraction, that is there was 300 divided by 7. The number from which I have to divide it, that is 7, and the number which I have to divide, that is 300. When I will divide 7 with 300, I have to read the table of 7 where I can get nearest or equal to the 30. So I have to read the table of 7 till 4. 7 4s are 28. When I will do the subtraction, I will get 20 out of them. So I have to read the table of 7 where I can get to the nearest 20, or maybe the less than to it or equal to. So I will read the table of 7. 7 2s are 14. 14 will be here, and when I will subtract 20 from 14, I will get the 6. This is the left one. But now the result which I have right now by dividing this fraction 307, this is a quotient, and the left one is the remainder. So I'm going to move the question number 1 example that is written on your learner book, page number 98, that has given us this diagram to us.